Hey everybody, it's me Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple here with another YouTube demo for you today. Now today we're going to get inky, and you can see from my hands I've already started without you. We're going to be playing with mists today, and specifically we're going to be playing with the Sukaniko Fireworks mist that's part of the Memento collection of colors. Now I really like the mist. I like how it works with all of the other Memento products and is very concise and easy to use. I like the price point of it. I like the size of the bottle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to tilt on down and we're going to get started for today. Okay, down we go. Bye. All right, how's that? Oh, perfect. I like that right there. Okay, so what we've got here is the Memento family of products by Sukaniko. Of course, you all know that I love the Memento ink pads. They're easy to use. They're a dye-based pad. If you're using Copic markers, they work. If you're not using Copic markers, they work. They dry beautifully. The colors are vibrant and rich and bright. They have the matching Memento marker, and of course we always recommend if you get the full size, if you get a pad, you need to have the marker too. And we use the markers a lot for when we make little oopsies when we're stamping. So we've inked up our stamp with our full-size pad, we've stamped it on our paper, and maybe we missed a space or a little place. We can go in with our marker very easily and fix the mistake as opposed to restamping. So we really love the markers if you have the pads. They also come in the little dewdrop sizes, and if you've been watching my YouTubes, you know I use the dewdrop size a lot. It's very handy. And of course they have the re-inkers that you can re-ink the full-size pad or the dewdrop size pad with. And now they have the Memento Firework Mist. There are a lot of mists on the market, and I've played with all of them, and they all do slightly different things. I really like the Fireworks because I like how it works with the family of Memento products. And I like that there's only 24 colors, so you're not looking at 200 colors that you have to purchase. I like the price point on them. They're $3.99. I like the size they are, so they're easy to use. So I found that for me and for the store, the Fireworks just covers all that we need, and we're not overdoing. We're not buying colors that maybe we won't ever use, and we know that it's all going to work together with the Memento family. So that's what we're going to play with today. Now I want to talk about mists just in general, regardless of what company you buy. There's Tattered Angels, there's Smooch Spritz, there's a lot of different brands out there, and it's important to know that they are different. With the Fireworks, we have found that the color is a little more intense, a little more saturated than perhaps a Tattered Angels. I've got a Tattered Angels bottle here. And you can see the difference in the size. The Tattered Angels has a lot more water in their bottle. It's a much bigger bottle, and it contains more water. The Fireworks is a little more concentrated, so the colors are a little bit more intense. Versus a Smooch Spritz, which is another misting product. This is more intense than a Fireworks, so this is more concentrated, we feel, than a Fireworks. So I like how the Fireworks is really a good combination in between. It gives you good overall coverage without being too light and having to spray many times, and it's not so intense that one spray and you're going, oh, what did I do? So that's what we recommend. We really like the Fireworks because, again, just like the Memento ink, it's just a good all-over mist. Now, regardless of what company you use, it is so important that you look at the bottom of the bottle. Do you see how white that is? That is the mica that's going to make the Fireworks sparkle and shine and give you the metallic look. It makes no difference what brand you use. You have to make sure that all that mica is no longer at the bottom before you use it, before you start spraying with it. Now you can see I'm shaking the Fireworks. If you're a Tattered Angels person, you know you're really supposed to swirl the Tattered Angels. But with the Fireworks, shake away, it's all good. Now all that white is gone. All that mica is gone. And you're going to say, Stacy, why is that important? Well, down in the bottle, of course, is a plunger that goes down, and it's going to, with the pressure, you squeeze down, the gravity or the force pushes it up and out through the bottle. If you have mica down here, that plunger is going to grab that mica, and mica is a heavy metal. That's why it sinks to the bottom of the bottle. It's a heavy metal. It's going to grab that mica up through the plunger and it is going to clog your sprayer. Doesn't matter what you're using. Tattered Angel, Smooch Spritz makes no difference. You need to shake it until you see nothing at the bottom or along the sides. You need to make sure that mica is well incorporated into the liquid so that when you spray it, it's not all mica trying to be pushed up and out. You've got a good balance of the mica being mixed in. Okay? That is so important. I can't tell you how many times we hear people say, oh, my bottle clogged, or I got to use it once and I never got to use it again. Well, that's most often because they didn't know to shake that bottle until there is no more mica at the bottom. Okay? If you don't take anything else away from today, take that away. All right? That's so important. You'll love your mists a lot more. Next thing about the mists is they're messy. They get all over the place. You can see it's on my hands. If you do not like mess on your hands, just get yourself a pair of gloves. I don't mind being inky. I kind of enjoy it. And also a craft mat, a good craft mat. This is Ink Essentials Craft Mat by Ranger. It's a beautiful craft mat. You can do just about anything on it, alcohol inking and spritzing, and nothing sticks to it. It wipes up clean every time. So we really like this craft mat to use for a multitude of different things. Now to start with, I'm going to show you how to do just a basic background. And it's very simple to use. The Fireworks is really easy to use. Yes, shake it up again. See how there's no mica on the bottom there? Shake it up. And I always have a paper towel in hand, always. Just mist in one hand, paper towel in the other. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give it a spray. Okay, now some people like it all dotty like that. Some people don't. And every mist is going to be a little different. I can take my paper towel and I can just make my background. Do you see how I'm pulling from the mat? The mist does not dry on the mat, so I can take that mist right off of it and use it and make a great background. Take it right off and make a great background. Okay, there I am. Now people also get concerned, can you see that my paper has bowed up from being wet? I'm going to tell you the easiest thing to do to resolve that if it bothers you. When this dries, it will dry flat. But if this bothers you and you're worried about it, turn your paper over. Get yourself a mini mister from Ranger. Give your paper, I don't know, 2 spritzes. And like magic, your paper flattens. Do you see how that's flattened? All the way down. Good to go. Done. I have made myself a background paper. I did the same thing here. I mixed a couple colors and a background paper. Now what's different about Fireworks than some of the other mists is that their mist has a more metallic-y finish versus more of a shimmery finish. This has got a definite metallic finish versus little dots of shimmer everywhere. I know sometimes when you use some of the other mists, you actually have to go out into the light, the sunlight, and go, where's that shimmer? With the Fireworks, you don't have to because it's more of a metallic, and I really like it. I think it's beautiful. It's not overdone. You can see it in any light, and it gives a very nice effect at the end. And you can kind of see that metallic-y look versus little dots of shimmer. Okay, so that's just a simple background paper. I did another. I was playing, and I got a couple other red ones, but very, very easy to do. Now, the next thing I want to show you is using a stencil. These are by Crafters Workshop. Let's see if I have Crafters Workshop. And this is a 6x6 stencil. And you can use these with your chalks. You can use stencils with just a host of different products. We're going to use it today with the mist. So I'm going to grab myself a sheet of paper. I'm going to put it down. I'm going to put my template down, my stencil right over the top of it. Now I want to keep that paper down and not bow. So I take a little bit of tape and go ahead and tape my paper down. So I cut my paper a little bit bigger than I'm going to need so that when I take the tape off, I can just cut it, that little swatch off that didn't get any mist. I'm going to take my stencil down. Now why did I tape it down? Well, because remember, once you put that mist on, your paper's going to bow up. And when you do that, if your paper bows up, then your stencil's not laying flat against your paper anymore, and you're not going to get a good stencil, a good impression when you're all done. So I've taped my paper down. And I'm just gonna grab, I don't know, shake, shake, shake. Remember, you gotta make sure that mica's gone. Shake, shake, shake. Let's just grab a little bit of this. And how about a little bit of green? Shake, shake, shake. And the further you stay back, the more of a mist it's going to be. And I have got my butterfly stencil on there. Here I've done another one using a couple different other colors. My butterfly stencil. Very easy to do. Now, I still have mist on this stencil. There's still mist there. I could take another piece of paper, lay it right on top, take my paper towel, and just kind of press down. And of course, the more mist you have left on the top, the better of an impression you're going to get. And I know some people use brayers. I found that with a brayer, it pushes the mist liquid out and kind of blurs the image a little bit, but maybe that's what you want. So you can absolutely use a brayer. You just have to practice and see what works best for you. Oh, that came out really good, didn't it? That's the reverse. So here would be putting the stencil on top of the paper and spraying. And this is taking what's left on the stencil here, putting your paper on top and pressing down. And you can see that it didn't really smush the liquid out, and it gave you a beautiful background. Isn't that gorgeous? So easy to do with stencils. And clean up piece of cake. You just wipe your mat down. Wipe your mat. Now the Crafters Workshop stencils come in a lot of different styles, an amazing amount of different styles. This one you could do cute little frames, and you can cut these up. You don't have to leave them whole. Here's a floral. I love this one, the clocks. I love the clocks. And again, you can cut them so that you just have the stencil that you need, unless you want to do all of the clocks. And they're $5, relatively inexpensive. They're 6x6 size, so they're great for card makers, they're great for scrapbookers, they're great for altered art projects, and very easy to use. And same thing, cleanup is you just literally wipe it down. And because they're plastic, they're easy to use, they don't break. Okay, Crafters Workshop, really like their stencils, they're beautiful. All right, so moving on, next thing I want to show you is just on flowers. I took a Petaloo glitter flower. Can you see the glitter on there? See the glitter? I hope so. And I just took some of the Memento spray, the Firework spray, and I sprayed both the flowers. But I wanted to show you that this one is more intense because I used more spray. This one's a little less intense. So depending on how often and how much you spray on your project, you can adjust the intensity of the color. Very cute though, huh? Really pretty. All right, so just some basic flowers. And then of course, I've been playing with the paper flowers for a couple YouTubes now. just because I like them so much and they're so affordable. You can absolutely go in there and take any paper flower, and mist it to your heart's content. Mist away. Now we've done some here where we've been playing with just a host of different colors. So you can make them whatever you want. You don't have to keep it one color. And with a white flower and your mists, boy, you don't ever have to really buy colored flowers again. You can absolutely make them what it is you want. So that's with paper flowers, glitter flowers, anything white or ivory. Use that to your advantage. Buy the mists, because the mists last for a long time. Buy your paper flowers and even your ribbon. We've got ribbon over here where we've taken white ribbon, cut a swatch off, white ribbon, shake, 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 shake. Make sure that bottom has no mica. White ribbon, oh, and I've got green, I didn't clean my mat. And make your own colored ribbon. Make it whatever you want. We have this one here that we did with the grape jelly. Easy to do, simple. Eyelet you can use, doilies you can use. Anything that's paper will just absorb this beautifully. This will also work on glossy paper. You need to let it dry a little bit longer and it's going to run a little bit more, but it absolutely will work with glossy paper. With your background paper, you can take it and you can die cut with it. You can die cut out butterflies. In fact, we have one here where we have taken a sample and we did 3 different colors on just plain paper and then die cut them out. We also colored the ribbon with the fireworks, and the background is all done with fireworks. Very easy to do. Let's see, I've got a sample here of where we have used the stencil. And we die cut out a butterfly after misting it. Fun, huh? And really, the colors are so nice and so easy to use with the rest of the Memento product, because then you can stamp with the Memento and finish it off just beautifully. I've got one here where we used a ruffled lace. So we had a ruffled piece of fabric, and we went ahead and we misted it. We also misted the lace on top and the flower, all done with the fireworks. Okay, what else do I have for you? I've got the box, where again we've misted the lace ribbon going down the side along with the flowers, and then we added a little bit of the Donna Salazar fairy dust to the top of the flowers to give it the little bling it's got going on. So really easy. The samples just really speak for themselves. I mean, that's just gorgeous. You've got a card waiting to be done with these. You've got backgrounds waiting to be done. They're perfect for your pages. They're perfect for your altered art. And the cleanup is really simple. You just wipe your mat down. Your hands, go wash your hair. It'll come off when you wash your hair, or wear gloves. And again, you have much more of a metallic-y looking, let's show this card. You have much more of a metallic-y looking finish than a shimmery looking finish. And I like the metallic-y looking finish because it's easy to see. When somebody looks at it, they can see the metallic and the shimmer in it, as opposed to some of the other mists where you really have to search for it. Okay, so what did we learn today? we learned that when you use a mist, the most important thing to do is to make sure that mica is completely gone before you start spraying. Completely gone from the bottom. That is what clogs up most of your mists, regardless of the manufacturer. Make sure that's gone. We know that the Fireworks mist is part of the Memento family, and so it comes in all of the colors that the Memento inks come in and all the colors that the Memento reinkers come in. It's just really nice to have a whole family, a whole collection of colors that all work well together. We know that you can take it and make just simple background papers to die cut with, or you can take it and use one of the stencils, and we happen to like Crafter's Workshop, a stencil to make a background paper. And we know that when you're done using your stencil, after I have sprayed, like my sound effects, you can take a plain piece of paper, put it right on top of that stencil and absorb that rest of that ink. Don't let that ink go to waste, even if you don't know what you're going to do with it. Just take a plain piece of paper and go ahead and get all that ink up off that stencil and put this in your scrap pile, because you hate to just wipe it off. I mean, it's there, it's to be used. So that's using this is the reverse, this is the positive, and this is the negative. Okay? We learned that you can take your anything white that's porous, anything white porous, ribbon, lace, flowers, and mist it to whatever color makes you happy. From white to the green. And it matches perfectly to the paper we used. Okay. What else did we, oh, ribbon. Take any ribbon to make it whatever color makes you happy. Okay, and we learned that the Fireworks is a little more concentrated than a Tattered Angels product, but not quite as concentrated as a Smooch Spritz. So it really gives you the best of both worlds, and it does have more of a metallic finish. All right, last I'll show one more time the picture frame. All right, I hope you learned something about mists today. I think the most important thing again is that you just know to shake it. Shake it really well before you use it, and keep paper towels handy. Keep them close to you. The Ink Essentials mat will be on sale for a YouTube Yummy. The Fireworks will be on sale for a YouTube Yummy. The Stencils will be on sale for a YouTube Yummy. And where are you going to find all of these YouTube Yummies for sale? Well, of course, scrapbooking-made-simple.com. That's scrapbooking-made-simple.com. And they will be on sale for 1 week, 1 week after the original load date of this YouTube, okay? All right, you guys, thanks so much for joining me again. I'm Stacy at Scrapbooking Made Simple, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.